Alrighty, we are going to tie a big ass streamer. This one in particular is going to be for Dorado, but you could fish them the same style for a lot of things. A hollow tie or a reverse tie, but using this Nyatt, this new stuff we got at the shop, or Snowrunner, some people call it. It's pretty awesome tying material. And some Icelandic horse mane, which is also pretty awesome material. It's long, it's tough. I'm going to use it almost like a bucktail in a reverse tie or a hollow tie. All right, so this fly will have eyes, but I'm going to put them on at last. I usually put them on first, but I'm going to put them on at the end just because of what this tie is about. So this Nyatt is quite dense, so you don't need to pull off a lot. I know you can't see exactly what I'm doing here. I'll try to go like that. Separate it a little bit. It's also got some great underfur that you can use for dubbing. I've cleaned it and ironed it already. It's been prepped, but there's still underfur, so you want to clean that out. Some pieces are more than others. You get a little dubbing. Just a nice clump. Tie that puppy in. Pull on it. Make sure you're not losing fibers. This stuff's pretty uniform as far as its length. And we're going to add a little flash. And then, like any hollow tie, you move forward just a little bit. I don't move as far forward as some, just a little bit, because this hair will shift on you a little bit when you start rolling it around. So, again, this fiber, you can almost like count the number of pieces you're going to put out. A dozen, 15, something like that. Might be a little long, but I like it a little long. It's a piranha. I'll probably bite half of it off anyway. So reverse tie. So I'm just going to do a couple of loose wraps at first, and then roll that around both directions like that, so that I'm getting some on the top and some on the bottom. You can cut away the butt ends, you know. I don't think it's critical because you're flaring it back over it, plus it gives you a little more flare. Tie it in good, move back up. Now I'll just try to move these fibers all the way around the hook. You can take I'm sure there's a million tools out there, but just a good old hollowed out pin works kind of too. And come right in front, build up a little dam. Again, the dam is hollow tie. The more up on that fiber you climb, the more it's just kind of a reverse tie. And I'm kind of like Andrew Bennett. I kind of cheat and do a little each. So now I'm going to take another color again. We have a multitude of colors of this naiad in stock now. This pattern I'm doing is just going to be kind of a black and chartreuse. Clean out my comb there, my dubbing. Do it here. I'm not used to doing that, so. Again, we're going to reverse tie. These butt ends definitely don't have to be cut off. Again, a little loose wrap, and you can kind of roll that fiber around the hook before you tighten it, like so. And again, work it back and back forward. Take your comb and comb it back. Kind of lost a little material on that one. I don't know. I think it's still going to be fine. Then move forward. And then we're going to put a little black in there. Icelandic horse mane. This is a super long one. I'm going to kind of hand stack that just a little bit. Again, reverse tie. Roll it. Again, I just kind of leave those butts on there. It's not hurting nothing. Giving you a little more bulk. It just helps fill that hollow tie out, plus adds this long, stringy, tough fiber to the fly, and it's really, really nice. That one's being a little wild over there, so I'm just going to kind of climb up on it a little bit, cheat a little bit. And we'll get our black. Couple loosies. Roll it. Ready? And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to add a little bit more chartreuse without any of the horse mane. Just another clump in front of that black. Just 'cause. Just 'cause. Move forward. Couple of loosey-gooseys. Tie back on it. Make sure you got it in there. And back forward. Come in front. Okay. Let me comb that out a little bit. Now I'm going to put my eyes in. The reason I did it earlier is so I could use that pen and push that material forward. Excuse me. Kind of shove it up against that material. Good. Then I'm going to use a little heavy duty flash. Just kind of down the back. And you don't need a lot of it. Magnum. Magnum. Ah. That over. Perfect. Now, before the final clumps of reverse tie, what I'm going to do is take some of that dubbing that I got out of combing and just kind of make a clump of it. Like that, and crisscross it over that eye one time. And a little bit of the chartreuse on the bottom, same way. It just kind of fills out that head a little bit. And just kind of push that guy backward, excuse me. You could use Senyo's laser dub if you wanted a little more sparkle in there, but I'm just kind of using up what I got from my material. All right. Now, I'm going to cut another hunk of black. This one I like to be a little shorter, but some of this Naya is not short. It's just all perfect. It doesn't matter. It's all good. More's better. And again, that is not quite enough. Get just a wee bit. Again, I'm not worried about trimming those because I kind of like leaving that. This one, you don't have to go all the way around. You're just kind of flaring it on the top. Come forward right to the eye. Then for a little flare and a little bloody cheek, if you want to call it, we're going to put a little red nugget on the bottom. Again, just leave that right there. Back to the eye. Now here, some people don't even whip it, they just use glue, but I like to whip it. You could hand whip over the fibers, but I kind of do cheat a little bit. So what I'm going to do is pull this back like that. Come forward. Just a couple turns. One more. Okay. Now, I've got it hooked good, but I'm just gonna pull them back and grab a little gluey glue, and our main man, oh shut up, at the shop. Really? Turn me on to this stuff. It's like goop. It's called E6000. Soft Tex, but comes in a tube and it doesn't get hard on you. So I'm just going to take some on a matchstick, kind of go up the niote even just a little bit. Like that. Then steal a couple of your wife or girlfriend's hair clips. Pull this back. Pull this back. Hair clip. Now you can adjust that head a little bit if you want by just kind of loosening the hair clip and pushing forward like that. And it'll give you a little bit bigger head. Pull that off your vise. Put it on a piece of foam till it dries, and then you'll end up with something like this. That dog will hunt.